So on this car I've got two repairs to be done, one of which I'm going to do. Firstly, it's regarding the leaky roof, which will involve me taking the headlining out. The second repair, I'll give you a bit of a clue. So I've got a dent here, a dent here, a dent here, and here. Oh, yes, Dawn wasn't very happy with me.
You've done what? I can't look more annoyed, I got Botox.
So the backstory of this, when I was making the overhead storage cupboards inside the camper van, I was working on a piece of plywood sheet. A gust of wind came along, picked it up, blew up in the air, and it landed on top of the car roof. So I know what you're thinking. Why am I featuring a car on a van build channel? Basically, I want to sell the car. The problem is that dent on top of the roof is an eyesore. It's the first thing you see as you approach the car. So the second repair could be carried out on a whole host of vehicles. It could be done on camper vans, overlanders, cars. Just so happens this time it is on the car, not on the van, and that's why I'm featuring it on this channel. So out of the two jobs on this car, I'm going to do the first job, and that's to source this water leak. Now the issue is, during the winter, when you pull out the seat belt, it's always damp. Some days it's even frozen up. The inertia wheel of the seat belt is frozen up and you can't pull the seat belt out. Now I've removed the headlining so I can get a better look to see where the source of the leak is coming from, and I think I found it. Could be coming from possible two locations. There's like a water track mark here on this seam of the bodywork on both sides. It's also starting to rust as well. Now that could be coming from the lip of the boot lid seal. So what I can do there is just on that joint there, just apply some non-drying bedding sealant onto the lip of that boot lid seal. And also I suspect it's coming from the boot lid hinge mounting point. I noticed on the sealant around there it's starting to crack up, so I'm going to reseal the boot lid hinge as well. Then I'm going to test it, and fingers crossed that will solve the first problem out. So I managed to get some of that non-drying bedding sealant with inside the gaps of those hinges. I've tried to get as much as I can at the back so it covers the full bolt of the hinges. Now what I'm going to do is just tighten up the nuts for the hinges, and hopefully that's just sandwich and squeeze that sealant out and give it a good watertight seal there. So I'm using these nuts as an indication where the boot was lined up in the first place, because it's where the paintwork's been rubbed away before from the wash of the nut, and it looks like it's going back to its original mounting point. And there you go. It has actually squeezed the sealant out the back as well, so it looks like it's gone right round that hinge point. Same on the other side. It's oozed out at the back, so hopefully that's all sealed off now. So I'm just going to clean off the excess. It's really sticky stuff, this is. I have smoothed it over a bit with my finger, but because it's stringy stuff I don't want it going all over the car. I'm just putting the rubber seal on the lip of the boot, and as I alluded to earlier on, I've just applied some non-drying bedding sealant inside the lip of the seal. That slides onto this piece, and hopefully that should stop the water making its way down and into the gully there and back into the car, because that seal should seal it off hopefully. So I've got the hose pipe on top of the car with water obviously running over the roof. I've made a bit of a dam at the back with a towel just so the water goes into the trough of the boot area, and so far so good. Can't see any leaks. no indication of water getting in here no more. But the main issue was water was getting into the seat belt area, and that appears to be dry. But like last time, it was all damp. So like, no, it's dry. I think my part of the job is done. So now I've got this job sorted, I can crack on with the next job. So I'm going to take the car down to here. I definitely do not have the skill that Martin has. So I'm going to let Martin carry on with the video from here.
Thanks Mark. My name is Martin Sadler from Dent Remover in Beverley. I'm a paintless dent removal specialist. What you're about to see is a dent repair to Mark's 370Z roof. I hope you enjoy. Like a silent movie, innit? I hope you can piece all this together alright.
Well, yes. Brilliant job.